Right now, somewhere in the world, a machine is doing a job a person used to do. It didn't complain, it didn't get tired, it didn't ask for a raise, and tomorrow it will do that job again, a little better than today. This isn't science fiction anymore. But the real answer to what happens next is far stranger than robots taking over. Here's the reframe. This isn't the first time your species has faced this exact fear. It's just the fastest version of it yet. Economist David Odor has spent years studying what happens to labor markets when new technology arrives. His research on decades of automation found something people rarely expect. Technology doesn't just destroy jobs, it also creates entirely new ones nobody could have predicted. When the automated teller machine appeared, everyone assumed bank tellers would disappear. Instead, banks opened more branches because tellers became cheaper to employ, and teller jobs shifted towards sales and service instead of counting cash. The job didn't vanish, it transformed into something almost unrecognizable. But here's what makes this moment different. Historian Yuval Noah Harari has pointed out that previous waves of automation replaced human muscles. Tractors replaced farm labor. Machines replaced factory hands. This wave is different because it's starting to replace human judgment itself, the very thing that used to be considered uniquely yours. So, what actually happens to a society when millions of jobs shift at once? Economist Darren Okomoglu, who has studied automation's effect on wages for over a decade, found that the pain isn't distributed evenly. Some workers move smoothly into new roles. Others, especially in specific regions or industries, face years of lower wages or unemployment with no clear next step. The technology creates value on average, it just doesn't ask permission from the people who lose the most along the way. Think about your own ancestors for a moment. For most of human history, work wasn't a job you clocked into. It was survival, woven into every hour of the day, hunting, gathering, building shelter, staying alive. The idea of a fixed career, a single skill you trade for decades of income, is actually a very recent invention, barely a few hundred years old. Your brain doesn't have some ancient hardwired attachment to spreadsheets or job titles. What it does have is a deep old fear of losing your place in the group, of becoming useless to the people around you. That fear is exactly what's surfacing right now. Not really a fear of machines, a fear of irrelevance. Here's the counterintuitive twist. Every major technological shift in history has been followed by predictions of mass, permanent unemployment. It happened with the printing press, it happened with the steam engine, it happened with computers. Each time, new categories of work appeared that hadn't existed a generation earlier. Nobody in 1990 was training to become a social media manager or an app developer because those jobs didn't exist yet. That doesn't mean this transition will be painless. It means the shape of the disruption is more predictable than it feels right now, even if the exact new jobs haven't been invented yet. So, what do you actually do with that? You stop asking whether your job will exist in 10 years and start asking which of your skills are the hardest for a machine to copy, the ones built on judgment, connection, and navigating situations nobody has written the rules for yet. The machines are getting better every day. That was never really in question. What's actually being tested right now isn't whether artificial intelligence can replace a task. It's whether you can adapt faster than the fear can convince you that you're already obsolete.